First, our Laura Ingle retracing the killer's known path before, during, and right after the attack.
We're outside the Luxury Collection Hotel. This is the hotel where Brian Thompson was staying the night before he was murdered. And he left these doors at approximately 6:43 a.m. All of this taking place right in front of the Ziegfeld Ballroom. This is a very famous theater where lots of fancy movie premieres happen. So as we walk towards the Hilton, you'll see that there is a driveway right here. This is part of a parking garage with the Hilton Hotel. And it's probably where you saw that woman who ran away from the shooting. It's probably where she got into safety right through this alleyway here. So this is where everything happened. So we see the gunman walk up right here, come up onto the sidewalk, and he shoots point blank right here in front of those doors. Brian Thompson, you see him walking towards 6th Avenue this way, and that's where he shot in the back. And right over here, Ashleigh, right over here is where everything happens. You see him stumble and he collapses right here underneath this light, right up against this wall. And that is where the gun jams, is where I'm standing right here. And he shoots him and then he walks away. And we're going to take a walk through the passageway across the street where he makes his exit. Right across the street is the Ziegfeld Ballroom. And this is where the gunman exits. He comes across the street. We're on 54th right now, and this is the passageway where the suspect was seen leaving the scene of the crime. Now, you've heard it described as an alley, but take a look at this. This is really more of a passageway. We see this in New York all the time, this big, wide open space where people have lunch and where you have seating. And this is where he goes. So let's come this way, because we're going to walk you all the way to the other side of the block, because what he did was he exited on 55th. So as we take a walk through here, we're going to show you how he got up and over this concrete walkway. Are there cameras? I'm looking for cameras. All right, so now we're in the passageway between 54th and 55th. This is the passageway where investigators reportedly found some type of a phone. Whether or not it was a burner phone, we still don't know. But take a look at this. There are cameras everywhere through this passageway. So we're going to walk you down these steps, and you can see it's a pretty clean exit as you get to 55th Street. So down the steps he goes and reportedly turned right. And as we come around here, you'll see it's always well populated here in New York in Midtown. And there's a camera right there on that light pole. There are cameras everywhere throughout this city, especially in Midtown Manhattan. A deli over here. We walk down to 6th. This is the route we believe he took. And as we walk over to 6th Avenue, this is where we're going to find the Starbucks. This is where we're going to find the city bikes. And this is where we're going to find the route that he took to Central Park North. And as we walk across 55th, we come here and we see that there is an area where there are city bikes. So we don't know at this point. Investigators have not revealed if he had a city bike ready to go, if he had his own bike maybe propped up here that he took off. And right down there is 6th Avenue, and that's where we're going to find the Starbucks and the entrance into Central Park. So now we are coming up on the corner of 55th and 6th Avenue. This is the path that the gunman is believed to have taken to get up to Central Park. So as he came up 55th, as you see here, it is very populated. You can see the Hilton Hotel down here. Our cameraman is going to push in, and you can see the Christmas lights, you can see the Hilton signage and the hot dog stand on the corner. And this is where he took his path, according to investigators. So we're going to walk around the corner now, take you up 6th Avenue, because this leads directly to Central Park. This is the route that he may have taken. If he took 6th Avenue, this is where it happened. We are on the corner of 56th and 6th Avenue now. We want to show you the Starbucks. That is the only Starbucks that is open at 5 a.m. in this area, and it is the Starbucks where investigators believe this suspect went in and purchased something before he went over to the Hilton to complete his planned mission that we've all seen on surveillance video now. Let's go across the street and show you what it looks like, because we've got the green. So we're going to walk across now. And we're going to show you what we believe to be more cameras in the area. We take a look here. I don't see any. You can see here, look at the store hours. This is the only Starbucks that is open this early in the morning. So it was a Wednesday, 5 a.m., and these are the doors that the alleged gunman walked through, ordered something, possibly discarded something. We've heard that investigators were looking through the trash, that they're looking for DNA that he may have left behind on some kind of a cup, maybe a candy wrapper. But it happened inside of here, just a few short blocks away from the scene of the crime. We are making our way towards Central Park. We have just left the Hilton, the Starbucks, the F train. Now we're going to take you up the path. This is 6th Avenue, and 2 blocks in back of me is the entrance of Central Park. And that is where investigators believe he biked into the park, and that's where they lost him. So now we're just about a half block away from Central Park. But I just want to point out another thing to you. Look at this. This is where the cameras are. The cameras are everywhere. They are outside of delis. They are outside of coffee shops. They are on light poles. They are places that you don't even know. This city is covered with cameras. We're going to walk you up to the park because this is the route that investigators believe the gunman took. Biking up 6th Avenue. This is the entrance to Central Park. Here we go. All right, so here we go. We are on 6th Avenue, Central Park South, going into Central Park right now. And as you can see, 6 p.m., 6 a.m., doesn't matter. It's always busy here. There's always taxis, there's always buses, and there's always people. So as we walk over here past Central Park South, take a look at this. This is an iconic scene that you see every single day. You see bikers with city bikes, you see the horse carriages, you see the hot dog stands, you see people that are milling around, and that's the thing. They are looking for anybody who might have a tip. I just talked to the NYPD. They told me that the smallest grain of information that anybody may have, they may have seen something, they may have noticed something, they may have thought it was insignificant, but they want every single person to call in that tip. They want to know what was seen that morning. If there's anything at all that you can provide, they want to hear from you because you might just have the clue that solves this case.
And Laura is live with me back on the streets of New York. Laura, one of the big questions I have for you is that there's information that comes in, it seems, every couple of hours, if not within the half hour. Is there anything new tonight?
Well, the thing that we're hearing tonight is that investigators, according to published reports, believe that this suspect came into New York City 10 days before this murder that happened right here behind me. We're right at the side entrance of the Hilton to give you that perspective. But they're asking anybody to come forward with that information. We've got the new information now of him possibly using this fake ID at the hostel. Still talking. We've been seeing investigators here on this block. I've seen them go into the Ziegfeld. I've seen them in that hotel where Brian Thompson stayed. They are talking to workers. They're talking to anybody that they can who may have seen something. And it's, just anybody's guess right now. But we know from those pictures that they believe that they have somebody in their sights because now we're hearing that he came on a bus, possibly from Atlanta. So that's some new information tonight. Ashleigh?
I keep wondering if they're canvassing all of the taxis, all of the Lyft and Uber drivers for their forward-facing cameras in that area at that time. I mean, so many civilians have it too. You just need to blanket the local news with the appeal for those cameras. Just jump in at any time if you hear anything new, Laura. Like I said, it's fast and furious. Those tips keep coming in, and so do the developments. Great walk and talk.
Absolutely.
That was so helpful to see how that all happened. Laura, thank you for that.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.